Welcome to this weather update. Just want to update you on some of the weather situation going on here. Another absolutely hot day. Just in crazily. Well, yesterday was actually worse because the humidity was higher. But we're looking at the radar right now as of, I guess, almost 9 p.m. on August 14th, 2016. And as usual, you note the thunderstorms over here that were actually pretty intense. There's a pretty nice line, and I have video of it. A pretty nice line of thunderstorms formed out of the lower Hudson Valley. Unfortunately, they just mainly hit the extreme north shore. Looks like Glen Cove, Oyster Bay, and Huntington. And then they fell apart, as usual, once they get toward the Pine Barrens, because rain is afraid of the Pine Barrens, at least the Long Island Pine Barrens. And then there was another cell that was over New York Bay, New York Harbor, and came out over the South Shore off Long Beach and Jones Beach. That one is holding together a little more, but still not really, uh, missing out. We're missing out on the rain once again. There's some more cells over here, which maybe, yeah, these are probably too far south to get us, but we'll have to keep an eye on those. Um, so that's what's going on, basically. So I want to show you, well, let's show you some of the crazy, crazy conditions that have been going on over our area for the past day or so here. I'm going to look at some observations. This is currently at Farmingdale right now. It's still pretty hot out. However, we're going to look at some of these observations, but as you're going to be able to see here, Long Island was much hotter today than yesterday. However, when you look at these dew points, they're a little lower. Dew point is 70, which actually felt dry compared to what we had yesterday. But the dew points have kind of crept back up again. You can see that there was no sea breeze for a while, and then there was a sea breeze that kicked in. And it still managed to get to 97 at Farmingdale. And if we go ahead and let me just push this up a little so you can see that it is Farmingdale. If we go to yesterday, you can see it also at 94, but look at those dew points. They were a lot worse. These dew points, 78, this is unheard of in our area. We never have dew points that high. However, there is worse than this, and I'm not even going to take it, well, I will take it at Toms River, but I want to show you what happened at JFK yesterday. Somebody let me know about this. No, that's Central Park. That's not what I want. I want to show you JFK yesterday and what happened at JFK yesterday, because the dew point hit 84 degrees in JFK yesterday. So we're going to yesterday here. And note the dew points right here. And note this observation right here. I'll highlight it for you. Temperature 88. Dew point is 84 degrees. And that's a dew point. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? This is unheard of. Not only for our area, but they don't even get this high in Florida. These are dew points are like what you'd find in the deep jungles of South America and Indonesia. Not something you're supposed to see here. This is, again, a sign that there's something really wrong with our weather. So while it wasn't all that hot at JFK, as hot, the humidity was really just stifling. Meanwhile, we're suffering. If we head out east to West Hampton, which if you're on Long Island, West Hampton is definitely one of the cooler places to be. You'll see that they've done a lot better. While the dew points were high, they get a decent sea breeze over there, and the sea breeze is stronger the further east you go. Yesterday they didn't even hit 90, so yeah, very lucky over there, very lucky. But the unluckiest people have to be Toms River, because yesterday was another insane day in Toms River. And if we go ahead and we look here, you'll see it hit 99 today in Toms River. All right, 99 degrees. And the dew points were much higher there than they were here all day, because they never really got into the drier air. Then again, if we look at yesterday, and look at this 100-degree reading right here. It hit 100 yesterday in Toms River, and look at the dew point. Almost pretty much touched 80 there at 79. Again, unheard of. They were easily, if you look at these heat indexes here, I mean, it felt like 116 degrees there. All right, that is just unbelievable. Unbelievable stuff going on in our area. This is not normal to have dew points this high in our area. Temperatures, yeah, we've had temperatures this high before, certainly, but dew points, no. Usually when it gets this hot, the dew points usually don't rise beyond 70 or 71. To have to go this high is very rare and kind of disturbing. You should be disturbed. If you're not, I don't know what to tell you. But for these poor folks in Toms River, my God, the conditions they've been dealing with, they are just as hot as like the mid. They're really in the mid. They're really more of a mid-Atlantic climate than anything else. They're not really a northeast climate, especially more so now that the climate's changing. So that's what's going on there. And if you really want to, again, get some relief, you go to Montauk, where it's still at 91 even there. But yesterday it only hit 86 or 87. So a lot better out there. And the more you go toward New England, the better it gets. So I want to show you the pattern that we're in here. We look at some a satellite image here. All right, this is a local satellite image. This you see is a cold front here. It's very slow moving, and it's probably going to stall out. And if we go ahead and we look at the wider view, you'll see the problem, once again, is we have this ridge offshore that's just keeping this front. We have much better air over here that's trying to get in. But this ridge, this block in the atmosphere, which has been here for like a month now, or more than a month, it just more or less doesn't want to move. It's stuck there. It's stuck there. So look at the 12-hour loop. You can see it's like there's a freaking block in the whole atmosphere. This is not normal. Weather is supposed to progress from west to east. This is not a normal thing. What you're seeing here, this satellite image, is a sign of global warming, climate change. I call it stalled front syndrome because the fronts, they stall, they don't move through like they're supposed to. And that's why we are stuck in this relentless heat. And does it get a little better? It gets a little better this week. But if we go ahead and we look at the computer model for the GFS, the 10-day GFS long-range computer model here, you will see that ridge doesn't really want to go away completely. It tries to. Trust me, it tries to. And by the 23rd of August, we try to get rid of it. But it's such a battle to get rid of this ridge. This is not normal. And people call this the Bermuda High, but the thing is, it's not. It used to be just a Bermuda High that was centered over Bermuda. Now it's the whole Western Atlantic, which is why Western Atlantic Ridge, or WAR, is more appropriate for what it's doing to us. And this is not normal. This is not normal weather we're having. This is a sign of climate change. And it's only going to get worse, folks, which is why we need to do things now to actively mitigate climate change. Beyond reducing fossil fuel emissions, I think we've got to go way beyond that and start looking at trying to cool this planet down. Stay cool.